It's a drizzly day. Bringing a coffee back to bed because I've got half an hour and my hot water bottle's still warm. And I need to edit yesterday's vlog, so where better than bed? I struggled to nod off last night and I struggled to wake up this morning. I had a leery brain. Did you really have a leery brain? What is a leery brain? Actually, what is a brain? I think I've got something between my ears, but it rattles. And I know it's tiny. Splendid. One gulp of that and I nearly threw up. The milk's turned. I hope I'm not going to have another funny day like yesterday where things kind of went a bit weird. Had a delivery of lamb from my neighbour, Alex. He raises his own lambs, so I put an order in for that, and that's just arrived, which is lovely. I've had a coffee and got dressed, as you can see. I've got this jumper on. I showed this jumper, the book that the pattern comes from, earlier on in Vlogtober. I don't know when it was. And now I'm going to flip you round to show you how far I've got with my knitting. This is how far I've got. So I've done the raglan sleeve shaping and I've done the rest of the yoke stocking stitch, and I've just separated for the sleeves, and I'm offering it up. That phrase makes me chuckle. To a cardigan that I knitted a very long time ago, probably about 10 years ago now, which is why it's so bobbly, needs a little shave. And it's looking like we're pretty much there with the dimensions. It's hard, isn't it? It's not blocked, it's on needles and wires, and there's no button bands or neck band. But I think it's going to fit, and I think it's going to fit better than this one because this one doesn't have any short row shaping at the back. So I feel like for this to be where it wants to sit on the base of your neck, it brings the back up a bit. Also, I'd not done fair colour work, I was about to call it fairer, colour work or intarsia before, and I didn't do a bad job, but I also didn't do a brilliant job. This has been blocked, and look, it's just too tight. I didn't know about catching floats, so some of my floats are pretty long, but they don't seem to bother me. And it's all puckered and it's not the best. But also when I wear it, this line here just feels so tight and restrictive, and it kind of pulls the cardigan into a funny shape on me. It's by Hannah Fettig. Can't for the life of me think of what it's called. Birdies something, I think. I can't remember. But it's from a book called Knitbot Yoked, and it's got lots of different patterns in there for cardigans and jumpers, but also you can change what you put on the yoke. It's got you can have rabbits, foxes. Right, it was the postman. What was I saying about this? I was saying about all the different patterns that are available in the back of the book. So you can kind of make your own, and there's a little chart in there so you can invent your own as well, which I think is pretty good. I don't really like the yarn this is knitted in either. I think it's a Rowan Aran something or another, but it just feels slimy. I think I've just got used to more rustic commercial yarn, and also this stuff, which is that organic non-superwash from Lay Family Yarn, and it's soft without feeling slimy. It's really nice. I love it. I could try this on. Is that asking for trouble? Let's try it on. I've got all the layers on again today. I'm not as cold as I was on Sunday. Much more comfortable. Oh, that's going to fit absolutely fine. If anything, might end up a bit big, which is stupid. Because I've knitted the smallest size. I've got gauge, and I'm by no means a small human. I've got big bones. Got big bones. Look at my bone here. It's huge. Huge bone. Nice and strong. And I've got really big hands. Really big man hands. I like my hands. I've got my grandmother's hands. But they're big. But that's because my dad also has my grandmother's hands, and I take after my dad, so I've got big hands. As does Teddy. Oh, as does Teddy. He's got big hands as well. And you're all still saying that he looks like Toby, and I promise you he doesn't. They've got a different jaw, different eyes. They do have a similar nose. I'm hoping Ted doesn't have my chin. But he doesn't look like Toby. I don't know which way around this goes. It's very tricky. So if I don't really know which way round it goes, it doesn't really matter which way round it goes on, does it? 2 more questions. Let's just change the view for you so you don't get bored. 2 more questions to mop up. That's probably a bit better. I've grown a spot there for the weekend and one up there for the weekend. Spots and wrinkles. Where's the bloody justice? 2 questions that have come in that I will talk about now is a couple of people have asked about my necklace, which has got a little star here and a little moon there. I'm afraid to say it's quite old. It came from Etsy and the seller no longer trades. So I don't know if I can do this. Can you take a screenshot and then do a Google search? Ugh! Oh, that was horrible. Did you see? Did you see the swallow go up and down my gizzard? Oh, well. Makes you feel queasy, that, doesn't it? And the second question is slippers. These slippers were a lovely present from my mum for Christmas. Or was it birthday? Years ago, way before lockdown. And they are from Celtic & Co. They're probably manky inside. Yeah, what is that? Fluff. Oh, here we go. Celtic & Co, and they still sell them. You can wear them with the edges rolled down or rolled up, and they come in longer styles and lots of different colours. I am the gingerbread man socks. I've just realised that was filmed sideways. Hopefully I'll be able to twist that around in iMovie, but otherwise you're having it sideways because I'm not re-recording it. Also had a couple of questions about my eyelashes. Oh, yesterday. When was it? Was it yesterday? Day before. When I dropped my phone when I was trying to show my jeans, I took a screenshot when I was editing of my face and my hair when I lifted up, and it made me giggle, so I'm going to share it with you here. Some of you might find that amusing, some of you might find that extremely juvenile, but there, enjoy. I distracted myself then, didn't I, Bunny? So, eyelashes. The reason why I went on a tangent is because I was doing that and it made me think it was a funny face, and then I remembered the funny face. Oh, spit it out, Gaynor. I've had a question. I've had a couple of questions over the months about my eyelashes because they are looking better. Now, what it is I haven't found a mascara that ticks all the boxes ethically, but I have found a mascara that I like, that works nicely, and it's just Lancome. It's called Hypno Eyes or something like that. It's got a funny bendy brush, and they also do a base coat, conditioning lash base coat, which is pretty good as well. So that's what I've been using lately, and yeah, I think they've done, it's doing well. Bunny is not being a pleasure to walk today. She is mad for it. She's like darting around everywhere. She's actually been a bit calmer now that I've come into a different part of the woods, but she's darting around everywhere, sniffing up trees. There's obviously something lovely been in the woods overnight. She's yanking my arm out the socket. She's just being really tricky. That's that moan over and done with. Right, back from the dog walk. That was a horrible dog walk. And Bunny didn't want to go anywhere where we normally go, where I would normally walk her. She was on a mission. I don't know what was going on with her. Let's go to the zero waste shop and see if we can do what we were going to do yesterday. And actually I've got a few other things to refill today, so that's worked out quite good. And I've been invited out to see a friend for a bite to eat before the school run. So I'm having a late lunch, but that'll be lovely. Something to look forward to. Kick off the weekend. That'll be really nice. Must not forget to get hamster food. And also I think I might do pizzas for kids' tea tonight. Just don't want to cook. I'm sure I can find something in the freezer for Toby and I to reheat, but kids will love pizza. That was funny. As is always the way, Kelly's trying to film something and I've then gone and got a load of other bits and bobs, and loads of people turned up. She said, "You got to come in again and you've got to come in again and we'll film a reel." Sometimes it's a bit too quiet for the business to be sustainable. Right, I've got half an hour before I need to be at the next place, so I'm gonna see if I can fit in getting the hamster food now. Wish me luck. Mission accomplished with time to spare. Amazing. And really it's quite amazing. If I had filmed, you'd have seen just how busy it was. And everybody was having such a lovely time looking at everything, and I really wanted to do the same. But little lad running out and his mum panicking. Kids, they send you grey, don't they? I wanted to have a really good look around. It's got such a lot of nice stuff at Christmas time in particular, so I might come back at some point and have a good old fertle around and see what they've got and have a good old look. That would be nice. I don't know when I'll do that though. I never seem to get to the end of my list, and I always sort of think, right, when I get to the end of my list I'm going to go and do whatever. But unless somebody invites me out and says, let's go to that garden centre and look at all the Christmas stuff, I know I won't do it, because I'll still just be trying to do my list, which is silly, because I will die before my list is finished and I still won't have spent time mooching around looking at lovely things. Someone's just asked on yesterday's vlog, did I remember the tomatoes that I was roasting in the bottom of the Argo? And the answer is yes, I did. Here they are. I'm going to blitz them up, put them in containers and put them in the freezer for another day. But I'm going to do that in a minute because I'm thirsty and it's making me feel tired. What have you brought me home, Toby? Everyone's going to want to marry you now.
I just bought you some flowers just because.
Toby bought me some flowers just because.
And then you bought me chocolates as well.
Why didn't you buy me chocolates?
Because I'd have eaten them all.
I'm just making Toby an omelette for tea. I'm not hungry at all. I had
Why are you hungry, Gaynor?
Can you hear him? He's shouting, why aren't you hungry, Gaynor? Because I had lunch out, I had lovely flatbread, and then I had pudding, a sticky toffee pudding. It was really nice. Couldn't eat all of it though. And I'm stuffed and really tired now. That's what happens if you have a big meal at lunchtime. So I suggested to Toby weeks ago that I might like a present, and he's brought home flowers tonight. So I've suggested tonight, or no, this morning wasn't it, that we ought to go out for a nice breakfast somewhere.
Nah, let's go out for a rubbish breakfast.
You're an idiot. And
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. Oh, he's swearing with his fingers at me now. And choose him some wool for a waistcoat. Not a waistcoat, a tank top, because that's what he wants next. However, I do have some wool he might like in my stash, so we're going to go and look at that in a minute. And if he doesn't like that, we'll buy some more, but he can still take me out for breakfast. So I think I just need to say this a few more times over the next couple of weeks, and then it'll happen. Am I right? Don't stand there looking all cheeky. He's just laughed at a little fact I told him about his mother. No. A lot of you.
I think you need to get her to video her doing this. Don't just put that big lump of hand in the middle of the...
I'm going to.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
Is it?
Keeps the heat in, melts the cheese. That's how I do it. Oh look, what's that remind you of? Rubies. You guys have been asking, how is Mad Granny and Popper? They're very well.
Keeping fit, isn't she?
Granny's taken up skipping. she sent a text saying... Toby finds this really funny. I think it's brilliant.
Everyone will find that funny. She can hardly walk.
She's all right when she's sober. She sent a text saying, I've started skipping. I said, oh, that's amazing. What, with a rope or along the road? She said, oh, both. I'd love to see her skipping along the road. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I think it's really important to just... If you can do a skill, don't lose it. If you can do cartwheels, do a cartwheel. If you can do a headstand, just keep doing it. In fact, I'm going to do one now. Right. Let's put something down to cushion my head. If I do it here, will you see me? Itching now. Put that back. Oh, got really itchy. Oh, I better not itch over the omelette. My hair will fall in it. Right. Oh, I look bonkers.
Does my mum watch your videos?
Sorry?
Does my mum watch your videos?
I don't think she does.
I'm getting upset with mine.
She knows you'd laugh in her face.
No, I wouldn't laugh at her.
We're watching The Good Life. Look how nice Tom's jumper is.
It doesn't really look like a chicken house, does it?
Oh, this is nice. Bunny's heavy breathing down there. Are you heavy breathing over there?
No, I'm just going to go do a bit of skipping.
I'd like to see you skip. Have Have you got the coordination? Because you can't dance. Well, it's a genuine question. I'm not being mean.
Of course I can skip.
Go on then.
I can dance as well.
You can't.
I can.
You can't.
That's
You've got no rhythm.
that's not true. What are you doing?
He can't dance. I'm having the last word. Ha
Ready for Mardo. Cannot believe Bunny tried to get.
There it is. It's in the middle there, look.
Where?
Oh no, is it gone? Oh no, there it is. It's alive.
Poor Chog. Did Bunny eat? No,
Oh,
it's
it's still alive. Brilliant, brilliant. Right,
Where are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna pick him up.
You know, hedgehogs are actually
Oh, so prickly.
hedgehogs are actually
Come over here.
a protected wildlife thingabob.
Yeah.
And if you find, actually, technically, Mum, if it's still injured tomorrow, you should take it to the vet,
Right, what we're
and
gonna
they'll
do-
rehome it somewhere.
Right, come up here.
Mum, I'll check off on it later in the morning.
Right. I've got a box here I can kind of empty out. It's got a load of old bags in it and things. Actually, that might be quite good. Leave all the bags and stuff. This is all
Mum,
stuff out of the
should-
car. I haven't sorted
should
out.
we check on the hedgehog tomorrow?
Yeah. What we're gonna do
Because if it's still injured,
is we're gonna.
you can
It's
take
so
it to the
pretty.
vets, and they
Yeah.
will.
I
they'll-
don't think it's injured. I think it's just protecting itself.
Yeah, but
Right.
Bunny could have.
It's in there. Come and film here then.
Is that how Bunny got her tongue cut?
I don't know. Right, let's do you see my hedgehog? I'm just gonna go and get a little Tupperware that I know is here. Oh, that's just the lid.
My beautiful drawing I did the other day. Mum, what phone's your one?
Put some dog food in there.
Mum, what type of phone is yours?
I don't know.
I think it's the iPhone 12.
It's still breathing, look. It's just protecting itself. We ought to get it some water. Okay, thanks, darling.
Don't know.
Thank you.
I still can't read Bunny tried to eat.
Here we go, some water. Still breathing, bless it. Right, well, we'll check on this little hedgehog
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.